So with the release of the new Bounty Hunter expansion, Rockstar has introduced a new logarithm for the way that money and XP gets put out in the bounties. This is kind of changing our thoughts on the best way to grind for money, cash, and gold with the Bounty Hunter. Stick around, we're going to get into all of it, including the math, if you guys are interested. Howdy cowpoke, Austin BMX here. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you're going to like this video, be sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Redline content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. So today we're talking about Bounty Hunter and the best way to grind that if you're looking for cash, XP, and gold, and the best way to get the most for your time spent. Now there are a few scenarios we're going to be talking about here, but I wanted to get out the information quickly, and then we'll get into the math if you like to stick around and know why we think this. So for Bounty Hunter, definitely look at the 12-minute mark like we've always said. If you are going into a bounty and you're just going to do one bounty and that's it, definitely spend the 12 minutes in there. You're going to benefit your time to get the most gold, money, and XP you can if you're just looking to do one bounty for a daily and you're done and out of there. Now, if you are looking to grind both money and XP, as well as get the most gold you can for a certain amount of time, if you're looking to grind for a couple hours and just do non-stop bounties and get the most money and XP and gold you can, definitely 9 minutes is the new mark. Remember that, 9 minutes. Now, if you're just looking to grind just gold, you're just grinding gold and you're going to be spending 2 hours doing bounty hunts, and you're just gonna be grinding gold, don't care about the rest of the stuff, it doesn't matter when you turn that bounty in. Just get them all done whenever you can. Do as many as you can within that time frame that you set forth for what you're gonna be grinding, and you'll earn the most amount of gold you can. That's the bottom line. If you guys like to hear that, that's fine. If you'd like to hear about the math, stick around. We're gonna get right into that next. Howdy cowpoke, it's me, Austin's PlayStation Avatar. I took over this video because I have some exciting news. Austin's channel is almost ready to hit 30,000 subscribers, and I think we can get him there to finish out the year. I dug around his computer and I saw that over 60% of you all watching this right now have not subscribed yet. What are you waiting for? I've been riding with Austin for over 2 years out on the prairie, and believe me, he is not going anywhere. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, or if you're already subscribed, make sure to tell all your Redline friends. Let's make it a challenge. I will offer up 30,000 gold nuggets to give away if we can get Austin to 30,000 before 2021. We can do it, cowpoke. We can do it. Wait a second. El Cheapo, what are you doing, dude? Get out of there. Did you guys hear? What was that? Okay, let's get into the math. That was strange. So, looking at the math, I spent all day on Sunday just grinding with the posse, and we did dozens and dozens of bounties to get all this data. We have quite a lot of data we went through, and it surprised me once we got into it. So of course, as we stated, if you're just doing one daily, 12 minutes is definitely still the best mark. Rockstar did change the way XP and money work on bounties. They made it so 0 to 5 minute completion didn't change. 5 to 10 minutes, it kind of increases more exponentially, and then 10 plus minutes, it really tails off really quick. You're never gonna lose money if you're doing a bounty for a long time, but your return on your gain for your time spent definitely starts to flatten out very quickly. So 12 minute is the best time for that. As you guys are aware, every 3 minutes up to 15 minutes or up to 12 minutes, you get extra 0.08 gold. So we work at 6 minutes. It's really hard to do anything at 3 minutes. We're not talking about that at all. So at 6 minutes, you get 0.16. At 9 minutes, you get 0.24. At 12 minutes, that bumps up to 0.32. And then at 15 minutes, it starts tapering off and you only get 0.36. And then I believe it goes all the way to 20 minutes, you get 0.4. So don't even worry about that stuff because you're starting to lose time spent doing that. So again, if you are looking to do one bounty and you want to get the most gold and XP and money you can for your time spent, definitely 12 minutes is still a really good mark to look at. Throughout the rest of this video, we're gonna use a magic number of 72 minutes. That's because 6, 9, and 12 all go into 72 no problem. So we're gonna use 72 minutes as our benchmark. If you're grinding bounties and you spend 72 minutes doing bounties, it actually doesn't matter how fast or how slow you turn in your bounties. As long as you just keep doing them for 72 minutes, you will earn the same amount of gold as you would if you did all of them for 12 minutes, all of them for 9 minutes, or all of them for 6. If we look at the data here, now the XP and cash is going to be a little different for everybody because when we did this, there was a little bit of bonus for posse, so don't worry about the actual amounts for those. We're just looking at the trends. If we look at 6-minute bounty, if you do 72 minutes of bounties and you're able to turn them in at 6 minutes every time, that means you did 12 bounties. You will earn 1.92 gold in 72 minutes. If you do 72 minutes of bounties and you turn them in at 9 minutes every time, you will have done 8 bounties and you will earn 1.92 gold. If you do 72 minutes of bounties and you turn them in at the 12-minute mark for every single bounty, you have done 6 bounties and you will earn 1.92 gold. If you don't care what you do and you do bounties at a random time and just turn them in whenever you can, if you do a couple 6-minute bounties, a couple 9-minute bounties, a couple 12-minute bounties, as long as you spend 72 minutes doing those bounties, you will earn, you guessed it, 1.92 gold. So if you are just worried about gold and you want to do these bounties to grind gold, then don't worry about when you turn them in. Just get them turned in. And of course, that doesn't matter what kind of bounty you do. If you bring them in dead or alive, you always earn the same amount of gold. So again, if you're doing bounties to grind gold, we did on Sunday, I did probably a dozen bounties, the easiest ones I could, brought them in dead, sat there and turned them in at all these times, and I still earned the same amount of gold as I would if I brought in prestigious, infamous bounties brought in alive. I'd earn the same amount of gold. So if you're working on gold, just do the easiest bounties you can, bring them in dead, 1.92 gold every 72 minutes. Doesn't matter when you bring them in. Now, if you're worried about cash and XP, it's a little different. If you're worried about cash and XP, you don't want to do that random stuff because of the scale. The scale really is crazy what Rockstar did now. I have a few scenarios here. We'll talk about 72 minutes again. 72 is a good number because everything goes in there. For our test, if we do 72 minutes of 6-minute bounties, 72 minutes of 9-minute bounties, and 72 minutes of 12-minute bounties, the most money and XP we could get would be if we did the 9-minute mark. 9 minutes is the best time to turn bounties in if you want to get the most XP, most cash, and of course the same amount of gold if you're grinding bounties. 9 minutes. Now that's because 9 minutes is still within the 5 to 10 minute mark where the bounty payout that Rockstar just implemented, it's still going up dramatically good. And then the 12 minute mark is over 10 minutes, which really makes it taper off really quick. So of course, yeah, you get more cash and XP if you do a 10-minute bounty. Yeah, you do. But in a 72-minute time frame, you can do more 9-minute bounties than you can do 12-minute bounties. In 72 minutes, you can do 8 bounties. In 72 minutes, you can only do 6 12-minute bounties. So if you add all the cash and XP that you get from those 9-minute increment bounties, you actually will make more money in that 72 minutes. I definitely know it's a bit confusing. It's crazy math. We did tons of data on there. Just want to give you guys the rundown again. Of course, our recommendations, if you are working on one bounty, just getting one done just to get it done out of the way for any reason, 12 minutes, definitely the mark. If you're only worried about grinding gold and you're going to be spending the next hour, 2 hours doing bounties, doesn't matter when you turn them in, just get them all done as quick as you can, do as many as you can. You'll always earn the same amount of gold. If you are looking to grind money, XP, and gold, then definitely try to turn them in right after 9 minutes. Between 9 and 10 minutes is the best time. Once you get over 10 minutes, your time to money and XP really starts flattening out, and you only earn a few extra cents for every minute. Like 30 cents I did on these bounties. Between 12, 13, and 14 and 15 minutes of doing these bounties, I only earned 30 extra cents each minute. when between 9 and 10 minutes, you're still earning a couple dollars. That's on the cheapest bounties, right? So again, 9-minute bounties if you're looking to grind for cash, XP, and money, and you're looking to do them for a long time and grind. Of course, if you guys ever have any questions on this, hit me up over on Discord or jump into one of our live streams. I'm glad to jump into it. We did quite a lot of data gathering this weekend, and I did a whole bunch of tables and graphs, as you can see here in the video, to really show that what we're saying is what we believe in and what we believe is the best. Of course, anybody out there that says 12-minute mark is good is always great, but if you really dig into it and you're want to get the most you can out of money and XP and gold, definitely go for that 9-minute, because that's within the new Red Dead algorithm bonuses. Of course, if you liked this video or helped you out, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.